In the heart of the American Midwest, Marlow, Nebraska, is a town where everyone knows your name, your business, and your history. It was here, under the vast, often stormy skies, that Jenna Marquette and Lily Anderson grew up, their friendship a constant, ever-changing landscape of adolescence. Jenna, with her lively, sometimes wild spirit, was the perfect counterbalance to Lily's more introspective and cautious demeanor. Their intrigue with the dilapidated Harrington estate, a relic of Marlow's once prominent industrial age, began with a simple history project during their senior year of high school. While researching in the dusty archives of the local library, Jenna unearthed a series of articles detailing the Harrington family's mysterious decline and the subsequent abandonment of their once majestic home. The idea of exploring the mansion, of standing where history had left its mark, was irresistible to Jenna. Lily, though hesitant, couldn't bear the thought of her friend going alone. Equipped with flashlights, old keys found in the library that supposedly belonged to the estate, and a shared, if nervous, excitement, they ventured to the Harrington estate after dusk. The house, hidden behind overgrown foliage and a long, winding driveway, looked like something straight out of a Gothic novel under the light of the half-moon. As they made their way through the house, the air was thick with the scent of mold and decay. Their footsteps disturbed the dust that lay like a blanket over furniture and floors. It was in the basement, however, that the atmosphere shifted palpably. A chill that went beyond the autumn air settled over them, especially as they approached an ancient, ornate mirror, its surface dull with age yet somehow luminescent in the beam of their flashlights. Jenna, fascinated, reached out to trace the intricate carvings on the frame, her laughter bouncing off the stone walls. But as Lily looked on, the laughter died in her throat. Jenna's reflection seemed to warp, her figure stretching and distorting in the glass before she turned, her eyes wide with shock, and then she was gone. The space where she had stood was empty, the echo of her laughter now a haunting reminder of her presence. Panic set in immediately. Lily's calls for Jenna went unanswered, the silence of the house now a suffocating void. The police, called in a frenzy of fear and confusion, searched the property top to bottom. The community rallied, volunteers combing the surrounding woods and fields, the local media buzzing with theories and rumors. But Jenna Marquette was nowhere to be found. The investigation stretched on, the initial fervor giving way to grim acceptance as weeks turned to months with no sign of Jenna. Speculation ran rampant. Had she run away? Was there foul play? Yet the lack of evidence, especially of any struggle or exit from the basement, baffled authorities and armchair detectives alike. For Lily, the aftermath was a descent into a world where reality seemed as fluid and unreliable as the reflection in the Harrington mirror. Therapy sessions, sleepless nights, and the relentless gaze of a town caught between sympathy and suspicion became her new normal. She graduated high school with her class, Jenna's absence a gaping hole in what should have been a shared milestone. The story of Jenna's disappearance became another layer in the tapestry of Marlow's lore, whispered about in the same breath as tales of the town's founding families and legendary storms. For those who had known Jenna and Lily, it was a tragic reminder of the fragility of life and the mysteries that lay just beneath the surface of their seemingly mundane world. Years later, Lily would leave Marlow, seeking distance from the memories and unanswered questions. Yet the legacy of that night at the Harrington estate followed her, a shadowy companion on her journey through life. Jenna's fate remained a mystery, the answers seemingly locked away as securely as the secrets of the Harrington family themselves. If you're finding value in this video so far, do me a quick favor and hit that like button below. Enjoy. The quaint college town of Elmsworth, Indiana, prided itself on its sense of community, academic achievements, and an almost untouched record of safety and peace. Within this idyllic setting, the friendship between Eric Dalton and Marcus Lee stood out as a testament to brotherhood beyond blood. From their early days in middle school to their shared journey through Elmsworth College, they were inseparable, known across campus for their loyalty and camaraderie. Their fascination with local legends led them to the story of the Whispering Woods, a dense forest on the outskirts of Elmsworth, shrouded in tales of unexplained phenomena and disappearances dating back centuries. The most recent of these tales involved a hiker who vanished without a trace, sparking a flurry of ghost stories and theories of cursed lands. Eric, a natural skeptic and a budding journalist for the college newspaper, saw an opportunity for a compelling story. Marcus, with his love for cinematography, envisioned a documentary that could catapult them into the limelight. Together, they set out to uncover the truth behind the legends, their equipment in tow, on a crisp autumn evening. The Whispering Woods welcomed them with a silence that seemed to muffle their footsteps, and an eerie beauty that Marcus captured through his lens. As they ventured deeper, the twilight turned the shadows into shapes that danced just beyond the corner of their eyes, the atmosphere charged with an unspoken anticipation. Their goal was the heart of the forest, where the oldest stories were born. A clearing that locals claimed was the epicenter of the strange occurrences. According to the legends, those who ventured into the clearing at night were never seen again, as if the earth itself swallowed them whole. As they approached the rumored location, Eric's rational mind battled with the unease that crept up his spine. Marcus, ever the adventurer, pressed on, his camera's night vision painting the world in a ghostly hue. Then, without warning, the ground beneath Eric gave way. Marcus, only a few feet ahead, turned just in time to see his friend disappear into the earth, his scream cut short by the suddenness of the fall. Frantically, Marcus scrambled to the edge, his camera forgotten as he shouted for Eric, but there was no response, only the hollow echo of his voice in the darkness. The search for Eric Dalton became a sensation that swept through Elmsworth and beyond. Marcus's footage, recovered near the edge of the clearing, provided the only clue to Eric's disappearance: a sudden collapse, a scream, and then silence. Despite extensive searches, no trace of Eric or any hidden caverns were found. The forest floor where he had vanished appeared undisturbed, as if the earth had seamlessly closed over him. For Marcus, life after that night was a blur of police interrogations, media interviews, and sleepless nights haunted by guilt and the unresolved fate of his best friend. Theories abounded: sinkholes, secret government experiments, even alien abductions, but none could explain the peculiar circumstances of Eric's disappearance. Elmsworth College, the town, and the Lee family were left to grapple with the loss and the lingering questions. Eric's vanishing acted as a chilling reminder of the unknown forces that lie just beyond the veil of understanding, shaking the foundations of the community's beliefs. Years later, Marcus would leave Elmsworth, driven by a restless need to find answers and a hope that somewhere, somehow, Eric might still be found. The Whispering Woods remained a place of mystery, its silence holding the secrets of centuries, a monument to the stories and lives swallowed by its shadows. Eric's story became a part of the lore of Elmsworth, a cautionary tale of curiosity in the thin line between myth and reality. For Marcus, it was a wound that refused to heal, a constant echo of the night he lost more than his best friend. He lost a part of himself to the legends of the Whispering Woods. Nestled in the rolling hills of rural Vermont, the town of Greystone boasted a history as old as the country itself. with tales that wove through the generations like threads in a tapestry. Among these tales, the story of Greystone Bridge stood out, a structure that dated back to the early 1800s, rumored to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who vanished on her wedding night. This story captivated the imagination of Anna and Zoe Carter, best friends since childhood, both with a keen interest in the paranormal and a blog dedicated to exploring haunted sites across New England. Their exploration of Greystone Bridge was meant to be the highlight of their blog, a chance to perhaps communicate with the spirit and learn the truth behind the legend. Equipped with cameras, EVP electronic voice phenomenon recorders, and a healthy dose of skepticism mixed with hope, they chose the anniversary of the disappearance for their investigation, thinking the date might heighten the activity. The night was a tapestry of starlight and shadows as they made their way to the bridge, the air filled with the anticipation of discovery and the thrill of the unknown. Greystone Bridge, with its weathered stones and dark waters flowing silently below, was a scene straight from a ghost story, the perfect setting for an encounter with the supernatural. As they began their investigation, Anna and Zoe felt a change in the atmosphere, a thickening of the air as if the night itself was holding its breath. They started the EVP session, asking questions into the stillness, their voices small against the backdrop of the silent hills. Suddenly, Zoe's camera, which had been set up to capture the length of the bridge, began to malfunction, its screen flickering before going completely dark. At the same time, Anna, who had been standing at the center of the bridge, felt a chill wrap around her, a sensation so intense it left her breathless. Turning to call out to Zoe, she found that no sound would come from her lips, her voice swallowed by the heavy air. Zoe, watching in horror from the end of the bridge, saw a figure materialize beside Anna, the form of a woman in a dress that shimmered with an ethereal light. The figure reached out, touching Anna's shoulder, and in that moment, Anna vanished, leaving behind only the echo of a gasp. The search for Anna became a story that gripped the town of Greystone and beyond. Zoe's account, though met with skepticism, was all that remained of the last moments before Anna's disappearance. Despite exhaustive searches, no trace of Anna was found, not on the bridge or in the river below. The camera, when finally examined, revealed only static and shadows, with a brief, unexplained gleam of light at the moment of her disappearance. For Zoe, life was irrevocably altered. The quest to find Anna became her sole focus, driving her to delve deeper into the paranormal, searching for answers in the world beyond. The town of Greystone, with its deep-rooted history and legends, found a new story woven into its fabric, a modern mystery that echoed the tales of old. The bridge, once a quaint historical site, became a place of pilgrimage for those touched by the story, a symbol of the thin veil between this world and the next, and of the deep bonds of friendship that not even the unknown could sever. Anna's disappearance remained an open wound in the heart of the community, a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie in the shadows of our world, waiting just beyond the reach of the light. For Zoe, it was a loss that transcended the boundaries of the known, a journey into the depths of the unknown in search of her missing friend, driven by love, guilt, and the unyielding hope of reunion. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Your support helps us keep creating awesome content for you.